There's a new type of camo / blueprint here in Modern Warfare 2, the Universal Wrap, and how this works is different than anything else in the game, so we're going to be fully testing it out. Right now, there's only one of them, and this comes in the Tracer Pack Penumbra bundle. As you can see here, we've got the FR Advancer, the new AR, and this comes with that Universal Wrap feature. Then we've got some tracers on it, which we'll be testing out. We've also got a weapon charm, we've got a weapon sticker, a loading screen, and an emblem. If you want to see more videos like this where we fully test out COD-related stuff, make sure to unlock that subscribe button. Here's the Onyx Pitch FR Advancer in game. It's got like a carbon fiber texture that moves on and off of it. Nothing too crazy. If you look at the bullets, it's also got that carbon fiber. If he pulls up the mag in, yeah, go ahead, shoot it up in the sky. Very, very noticeable white tracers. Those stand out like crazy. Also, it's got an impact effect. It's like a white smoke impact effect. Interesting looking impact effect there. Definitely stands out. Noticeable. I'm really interested about the scope on here. This is the SZ Holotherm. This is a very popular scope to use in DMZ and Warzone. And as you can see, it's a custom version of it. Here's what the normal version looks like. It's way more orange and kind of not as visible and clear. And here's the one on this blueprint. And yes, you can use this on other weapons. So if you buy this blueprint, you're able to take off this version of the SZ Holotherm using other weapons. Let's test to make sure it works in smoke. So we throw a smoke down. Here's the normal version of this scope. And yep, you can see the enemies out there. Here's this version. And yeah, you can still see the enemies. Sometimes with custom scopes, the thermal effects don't work, but you can see. And I think I personally prefer this version of the SZ Holotherm. Don't think it's really going to give you an advantage over the normal version, but it's just way more clear. That orange is just kind of muddies the vision and is not too great. Whereas this is a nice, clean looking scope. Let's go ahead and test out the custom hit marker effects. Let's see if we shoot an enemy with this. If there's... So it's just like a white smoke. You get the white smoke on them when you shoot them. That is the hit marker effect for these. Now for the death effect, let's see what happens when we take out enemies using these tracers. So it's just normal dismemberment. That's what it said when you take enemies out. That didn't even give him dismemberment. It did here. It just rips their limbs off. That's all that happens. It's the basic looking dismemberment effect. So if we take him out again, he should just lose a couple limbs or multiple limbs. Yep. The tracers look kind of cool when you shoot them into water. Then here's what the tracers look like in the dark. And yep, they stand out a lot more. Here's the charm and the sticker in game. The charm's forgettable. It looks interesting, but it's not something I'm going to use. The sticker is the same golden skull from the Ultra Mastery, so that's kind of cool. And yes, even though this blueprint has the universal wrap on it, you're still able to apply camos. I unfortunately don't have the Mastery camos yet since this just came out today, but you can see it just covers the area that doesn't have the carbon fiber on it. Here it is with some of the Mastery camos. It's an interesting combination. This one actually looks pretty good, but we're not going to load all these in game. Now, what exactly is the universal wrap? That's probably the biggest question here, and it's kind of a little disappointing. It only works on this one weapon. So if you buy this bundle, you only get the universal wrap for the FR Advancer, and it makes it where any attachment you put on it gets the universal wrap. So if we're going to go here and we put this scope on it, you can see once we apply it, it then gets that carbon fiber look to it. Same thing with the magazine. Want to put on the 45 round mag. There we go. It's got the carbon fiber to it. Let's say we put an underbarrel on it. Let's say we want to put one of these long boys right here. Take off the magazine. You'll see within a few seconds, well, it doesn't really appear to be doing anything. Maybe it's the type of handle we put on. Is it? You just can't see it that well. Yeah, even an underbarrel grenade launcher, you can see the wrap slowly applies to it. It's a cool idea, in my opinion. Because, yeah, there you go. So you can see it will come onto it, come onto the attachment. So it doesn't matter what attachments you use on this blueprint. Essentially, it's a blueprint where any attachment you put on it is going to have the theme of the blueprint. And it doesn't stop you from putting camos on it. So you can kind of double up on it. But I don't know. I was hoping this would be something that'd be usable on all the different weapons, like an additional camo. And if you love this weapon, it's cool for this weapon. But this to me just seems like their replacement to weapon vaults. If you remember when the pre-order came out, there was the weapon vaults. This is like a weapon vault, but instead of being for a class of weapons, it's for a single weapon and it molds all the attachment, which does solve an issue. A lot of people complain that when they buy a blueprint, they can't change the attachments on it. And this, I guess, is the solution to it. And I will say it's pretty underwhelming. When I heard the word universal weapon wrap, I thought it meant it was going to be usable on all weapons. Because every other time you hear the word universal in COD, it usually means every weapon. When you get a universal camo, that camo can be used on all weapons. So when I heard universal weapon wrap, I thought it was going to be usable on every weapon, not just every attachment for a weapon. And it's a cool concept. I can see them potentially doing better stuff with this in the future, but as it stands, I think the black cell version of the FR Advancer you get's just kind of cooler because it's got moving parts like that, and it really doesn't even look that much different. It is going to be nice if you want to apply attachments like this really weird sniper scope, or if you want to put an underbarrel drill charge on your weapon. But to me, I'd probably just recommend steering clear of this bundle. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a cool concept, but yeah, hopefully they kind of refine this design, and maybe there'll be a universal weapon wrap that comes in the future that's actually universal and usable on all weapons. But I really have nothing else to say about this, boys. I know it's a short video, but I wanted to explain exactly what this is. That way you didn't buy it and then think you were getting something that can be used on all weapons. It's only usable on this one weapon, and it just makes the attachments have the carbon fiber look to it. If you guys want to see more videos like this where we fully review everything before you spend your money, make sure to unlock that sub button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.